From the NBC Tower, this is Sports Sunday, the complete wrap-up of today's Bears game, plus all the action around the NFL. Sports Sunday with Mark Giangreco and the Bears' Steve McMichael.
Now it's time to have some fun. I get hit 200 times a day. The bread snaps on my toes. No one can tell me what to do, because it's my show, that's right. Because it's my show, yes it is. It's my show.
Hi everybody, welcome once again to Sports Sunday. Thanks for staying up with us. You're the man. You guys are 3-0. It's late.
It's late.
Stay up with us, all right?
All my little mongoloids are still up watching me.
3-0, what a thriller. I'm telling you, that is amazing. It is only the third game of the season, but it was the kind of game that cast the team's personality. The Bears taking a giant step over the world champs, conquering the heat and humidity as well with a lot of heart. Pick it up after a scoreless first quarter. Harbaugh in the shotgun calls his own number on the QB draw, busts it loose to the sidelines for 15 yards. Yeah, hold him up. The Giants clamp down, though, so Butthead gets the call, cranks a 47-yard hook, play in the wind. It's 3-0 Bears. Giants then mount a drive, but then the fridge mounts Jeff Hostetler. Sneaking up behind him, Perry had a great game, and the best was yet to come. Matt Barr comes on then, and he tries to play the wind as well, but this isn't his home course. It is no good. And then the pass. Harbaugh at the helm. Goes to Wendell Davis, 75 yards. Our cameraman Larry Collins on his game, too. Wendell streaks to the end zone. It is 10-0 good guys.
I didn't really see the pass until I went by the guy. When I went by the guy, I saw the ball, and I reacted to it. Like I said, in practice, we normally don't throw the ball to me on that particular play. We usually throw it to the underneath guy. But this time, I guess Harbaugh said we're going to go for the goal, and threw a nice pass and caught it.
It was spectacular. It was beautiful, and I threw that ball into the wind. That was a pretty long throw, and then he made the catch, and then I saw him break the tackle and go in for 6, and just a big, big play.
Really big, and on the ensuing kickoff, Butler gets the good foot into it, high and deep to Dave Meggett, who flies into the pile. And the ball pops loose. And who jumps on it? Glenn Kozlowski recovers. The Bears back in business. But Kevin has to come on again, though, as they stiffen 18-yard chip shot. It was 13-0 Bears at halftime. Third quarter, Neal slams into a giant wall here. The pumpkin squirts loose again. Mark Collins is all over it. But the Bear defense intensifies, forcing Barr to clear the bar. But he needs the upright and ricochets it in. 13-3. Here they come. Giants roar back. Rodney Hampton punches it in. Look out, it's 13-10 now. And then in the fourth quarter on their very first drive of that stanza, it's Hampton again right at us. Suddenly it's 17-13 Giants. And then perhaps the biggest third down catch of Wendell Davis's career. 3rd and 10. Harbaugh gets creamed, blindsided, and Wendell holds on. And they remain in business. And then the run. Neal on the sweep. Cuts it up. He sees the pylon at the end of the tunnel. And he dives for the last few yards for pay dirt. Is he in? Well, first they say no, and then they say yes. And then Neal says, thank you. And I think if you look closely, he slips the guy at 20, doesn't he?
I mean, the guy missed the call, and when things are happening that fast, they're not going to get every call right. But, at least they looked at it, and I went over and, patted him on the butt and congratulated him a little bit for it.
And the heat was a killer, especially for the old guys. And the big guys were cramping up. Look at Moore here. No cramp in the fridges style, though. William gets the big paw up on Barr's attempt to force overtime. And the Bears hang on for the thrilling 20-17 victory.
It's a game, and, like I said, one play can make a difference in a game. And in this case, it came down to the last play of the game, and it worked out for us this week.
It sure did. So this is exactly what Ditka wants, an efficient offense to complement a dominating defense. Tom Scher takes a closer look at that.
If you could write a script for a football game, I don't know if it could go any better in the way it did today.
Sure, the defense would have to be the lead players in this story, but the Bears had no way of knowing just how critical that would be. Takeaways by Marcus Paul and Mark Carrier helped preserve a first-half shutout.
It's a play that I talked about all during the week, that the game would probably come down to turnovers and special teams, and exactly what it came down to, turnovers and special teams. So you can say I'm, prophetic or whatever you want to call that word.
One measly old interception kind of gets lost in the shuffle in a big defensive game like this, huh?
Hey, that's the win. That's all we need is the win, But I remember the interception, though.
But the Bears were living on the edge because the Giants owned the clock. And eventually, those third-quarter turnovers gave New York back-to-back possessions on the Bears' 22 and 21-yard line. On one, they got a mere field goal. Later, the Bears sucked it up again and shut the Giants down on 3 plays inside the 10, including a great effort on 4th and 1 by Dante Jones.
Every time you're on the goal line, and it's a big play. You got to keep from getting in it, and it was on that good field position the whole second half. So basically, the defense's job to hold it. The only bigger play I had was against Philadelphia in the playoff game a couple years ago.
It was a lot of fun watching the Bears defense today, but I don't know how much fun these guys had playing on the defensive unit because the Giants dominated on time of possession. The Bears had to work awfully hard out there. And all of a sudden, they were clinging to a 3-point lead in the final minute. The visitors had ripped off 4 first downs. Instead of a lounge chair and a cold drink, the Bears got a quick blow on the grass.
Like a bunch of cows, we're just trying to get away from each other and get some air.
Exhausting. I tell you, the Giants are a great team. Things went against them early, and they just kept coming and coming.
When it gets to that point to where you're about to run out of gas, you got to ask yourself a question. Do I want this game? Do I want it to happen?
You bet they did. Over the next few downs, the Giants had negative 5 yards. Then came the big play.
I think William got a hand on it.
William got the ball.
Perry blocked the field goal. He got the tallest guy on the team, William Perry. He hit him right in the stomach.
How did you make it happen?
Well, it was all level, it wasn't just me. Everybody came out and did what they're supposed to do, and, we pushed it back and happened I got my hand on it and blocked it.
So the Bears either dodged a bullet or made a victory happen through the sheer will of their defense. Perhaps they're not sure which. But one thing is certain, a few more games like this, and they'll have to add a cardiac unit to the offense, defense, and special teams. At Soldier Field, Tom Scher, Channel 5 Sports.
You need a cardiac unit. You're hurting, aren't you? You got hit in the head,
Mark,
elbow, knee.
I feel like a prostitute in an Elks convention. I've been rode hard and put up wet, son.
Oh, gosh. I thought we were going to clean it up. By the way, I took a few days off last week, and I understand you were really making them sweat over at Channel 2. Huh?
Yeah, Johnny was sweating a little bit, and he got kind of nasty.
Did he?
Tacky.
Was he?
Yeah.
Wow.
What can you do?
You got to never let them see you sweat.
What can you do?
You
got to entertain, baby.
That's absolutely. Stay with us. More entertainment from Ming after this. Don't go away.
Sports Sunday is brought to you in part by Midway Airlines and by your local Ford dealer.
Hi. Any chance for a first-class upgrade?
Well, I only have 2 seats, but I'll see what you can do.
See what I can do?
What you can do.
It's amazing what some airlines will make you do for a first-class upgrade. But not Midway Airlines. Midway's expanded the first-class section so that business flyers can get confirmed first-class seats for the same price as the coach fares they usually pay.
Next, please.
Midway Airlines, a welcome departure.
Attention car buyers, your Ford dealer has 2.9 great reasons why you should buy a new 1991 Ford Escort right now. Reason number 1, for a limited time you can get 2.9% APR financing for 48 months on the all-new Ford Escort. Reason number 2, every new Ford Escort is included, even the Escort GT and Escort Wagon. And finally, reason number .9, you can save hundreds with this special offer, but you must buy now, because when the 1991 Escorts are all gone, so is the 2.9 financing. See your Ford dealer today.
the 200th anniversary edition of Old Farmer's Almanac, the most exciting ever, with facts and stories like
how to get rich without doing any work, plus accurate weather forecasts and star charts. Old Farmer's Almanac. Look for the yellow cover with Robert B. Thomas's name.
Energized with exercise for men only, anti-aging, stress reduction, and cardiovascular fitness routines to feel your best.
And the best of Exercise for Men Only features 6 years of exercise instruction now condensed into one volume.
Exercise, nutrition, and health information to keep you fabulously fit.
Pick yours up today.
So there I was in St. Louis.
And she says,
yeah.
Well, Harbaugh to Davis, I guess, was the big hookup, the big Air Ditka show. Now, you as a defensive guy on the sidelines, just admiring this gem, weren't you?
I was too busy sucking on that oxygen bottle. I looked up and saw him breaking at the end.
Now, Mark Collins is a pretty good defensive back. He goes for the ball instead of the man, and then Wendell takes up. He's a big play guy now.
Well, they drafted him in the first round for some reason.
He better be, right? Now, on the ground, Neil Anderson goes outside for his 42-yard run. And at the outset, it looked like he did get knocked out of bounds. But I guess, as he said, the instant replay, we love it when they go for us. But
yeah,
when it doesn't, it hurts.
I don't know. I haven't seen this. I know he dove and got past the pile in there.
All you have to do is break the plane.
That's it. Touchdown.
Real nice.
What else can you do? They just caved that whole side in there. Look at that. Lawrence on the ground.
Do you ever like to be an offensive lineman?
Absolutely. What?
Do you ever like to be an offensive lineman? Just once or twice?
Yeah. Right after I practiced punching bag for Mike Tyson.
The block kick, I tell you, William, he doesn't like talking to us. Doesn't trust us. But we finally got him to talk about this one.
There you have it. He's the most beautiful person this week, baby.
Is he really?
Block kick. William did it all.
Now, I guess the weight isn't an issue anymore, is it?
What?
It certainly is not. The weight is not an issue when he's playing well.
What weight?
There he is, the Beautiful Man Award. Is that you or is that Deborah? That is wonderful, man.
You want to take care of him, Deb, or?
No, never mind. Never mind.
You know, she's got the Texas contingency of the Kotex Mafia here, son. You're not
Stop
safe.
it, okay.
You're not safe.
Now, William had to make sure that everyone knew that he blocked it. I mean, he walked around and told everyone in the stands personally that he blocked it.
I would, too.
Have to.
I'm proud of him. Made the play of the game.
What have you got planned today?
Oh, nothing. I'm beat up. I got a bad elbow. I pinched a nerve in my neck. My knee got hyperextended. I had to get an IV before the game. Look at this Band-Aid.
Ooh.
Here.
Is that the tequila IV right there?
Yeah.
All right, well, we've got a dozen other games to get you caught up on in a minute when Sports Sunday continues, so don't go away.
Oh, boy, is that pretty to watch when he gets in the open field.
Checked out the 91 Nissan Maxima yet? We challenge you to find a better deal on a better car. Road and Track calls it the world's best sedan in its class. Your Chicagoland Nissan dealers are rolling them out in record numbers with factory-to-dealer incentives up to $800. And while you're at it, see the full line of 91 Nissan sedans. For a limited time, closeout incentives could save you hundreds on Sentras, up to $2,100 on Stanzas. But hurry, because after these Nissans are gone, they're gone.
Now another helpful hint from the Bundys.
Al, do you have to leave the refrigerator door open? I'm getting a draft.
I'm sorry. Maybe I should look for some food in the dishwasher.
Always support your mate whenever you can.
Anything else I can do to make your life a little easier?
You could shave your back.
Hey, that hair's there for a reason. Keeps you off of me at night.
On the next Married with Children.
Premiering Monday night at 6:30 on Channel 5.
The draw. The sweep. The bootleg. If the timing isn't right, you can really get your bell rung. Timing is also important when it comes to buying a new Ford F-150. And now is the time. Get $1,000 cash back on F-150. That's right, $1,000 cash back for a total savings of $2,600. This offer ends soon, so don't drop the ball.
Hi, I'm Roberta Gonzalez, and Channel 5 salutes National Hispanic Heritage Month. We're here at Jose de Diego Community Academy with
Jeannie Velez.
Jeannie, tell me about the hero that this school was named after.
Jose de Diego was a notable poet and statesman in Puerto Rico.
What would you like to do with your education?
I want to be a reporter.
And you're going to be a success, too. There you have it, Channel 5 salute to National Hispanic Heritage Month. I'm Roberta Gonzalez.
The verdict is in. Send for the free catalog with government information on money, health, federal benefits, and more. Write free catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009.
Like I'd been eaten by the coyotes and dumped off the cliff.
You know, it seems like every week we roll out the NFC Central highlight reel, and it begins with a Viking named Carter. No difference this week. This time around, it's AC, though. Vikings and Niners. Second quarter, Wade Wilson to Carter over the middle on that classic slant pattern. Johnny Johnson undercuts him, or does he? AC's knee never touches. He keeps his balance. He's on top of the defensive back, pops right back up, and he is gone. Forget about it. Touchdown, Vikings. Minnesota stings San Francisco 17-14. The Pack and the Bucks going at it today. That's a penalty, by the way, $500. Testaverde in the end zone, can't find a receiver, can't get away from Bryce Popp, the guy who popped Randall Cunningham. He had 4.5 sacks, 2-0 Green Bay. Fourth quarter, Testaverde the other way, fires a dart and threads it between two defenders to Willie Drury, just standing there on the sidelines, and he takes off. Forget it, 87 yards, the longest completion of the day. Touchdown 13-5 Tampa, but Green Bay drove the field for a touchdown and got back for a Chris Jackie 22-yarder with 22 seconds left. The Packers win it 15-13. In Detroit, Don Shula looking for his 300th career victory. He's going to have to wait. Rodney Peete on the bootleg up top, 9 yards. He scores. And another celebration with the fans. That costs him $500.
Your cakes.
Really. Fourth and goal, Dan Marino's last chance to win it, but Ray Crockett denies. Tony Martin in the end zone. Lions surprise Don and the Dolphins 17-13.
There was a penalty, too, right there, wasn't it?
It was. Penalties, just for slapping high fives.
Taunting the fans.
That's right. The whole taunting. The whole NFC Central scored a total of 82 points today. That means they averaged 16 points a game. So they're doing it with defense, I guess, huh?
The black and blue division.
Absolutely. Now, around the rest of the NFL, on this third Sunday of the season, we're going to start it with the unbelievable Redskins. They pull off another route. They're on a roll. The Cardinals' Tom Tufa slings 3 interceptions, 2 of them to guess who?
Is that Wilbur?
That's Wilbur faking a handoff. He's getting real cocky here. Turns it up, runs it all the way back for the touchdown. Washington wins it 34-0. They're 3-0. Pittsburgh and New England, fourth quarter. Bubby Brister to big Eric Green. Gets behind the defense. The Steelers roll 20-6 over the pathetic Patriots.
Bubby the Bubbles.
And guess what? Another premeditated celebration. That's another $500. Yeah.
He's just a nobody tied in. He might not be able to afford that.
That's right. Bengals and Browns. James Brooks gets nailed in the end zone by James Jones for the safety. The update on this one looked like baseball scores all day long. 4 seconds left. Matt Stover wins it with a 45-yarder. Cleveland beats the winless Bengals 14-13.
Well, I'll be hornswoggled.
Broncos and Seahawks. John Elway loads up the bazooka, fires a rocket 61 yards to Ricky Nattiel. Nice catch over the defender. Denver beats Seattle. The final there, 16-10. And out in L.A., the man of the people, James Garner, watching his Raiders dump the Indianapolis Colts. Shut them out, as a matter of fact. Why? Well, thanks to 2 big fumbles by Eric. I don't really give a darn Dickerson. Terry McDaniel comes up with this one. 16-0 was the final. The Soot and Silver.
I don't think they'll use that one on ESPN,
no, they won't,
bro.
They won't. Chargers and Falcons. Atlanta's Chris Miller to Mike Pritchard, the Colorado kid. That snaps a 19-game losing streak on the road for the Falcons. 13-10, they win it. The monkey is off his back. Jim McMahon, not only with tinted glass, but automatic transmission and power steering, as he leads the Eagles to a cakewalk over the Cowboys. Mac, 257 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's to Fred Barnett. But Troy Aikman's going to be aching tomorrow. He was sacked 11 times. 4.5 of them go to Clyde Simmons. They held Dallas to 99 yards total offense. Philadelphia wins at 24-0. Jimmy, not happy.
They didn't get the record. They were 1 shy of our 12.
That's right. New Orleans and the Rams tonight. Bobby Hebert complete to Jerry Gray. Turns it back the other way, 59 yards for the score. That was really Hebert's only mistake because...
There's a former Texas Longhorn son.
You know the Saints playing it safe. They prefer to grind it out. 2 touchdowns, Ironhead Hayward. And New Orleans wins it going away, 24-7. So recapping it on the board, the Bears win a thriller, and they are 3-0. Minnesota wins to keep 1 game back. They're 2-1. Green Bay over Tampa Bay. Detroit down Miami 17-13. New Orleans big over the Rams. Philadelphia shuts out Dallas. Washington now 3-0. beating Phoenix 34-0. Atlanta 13-10 winner over San Diego. The Raiders blank Indianapolis. Denver over Seattle. Cleveland nips Cincinnati. The Bengals, as we said, are 0-3. Pittsburgh over New England. Buffalo just gets by the Jets 23-20. They're 3-0, but just barely. We go to the Meadowlands. The Jets giving Marv Levy a migraine all afternoon. Ken O'Brien at the helm launches a rainbow to Rob Moore. What a great snag. He's getting mugged. The guy's hanging all over him. 53 yards. He hangs on. That set up a field goal to make it 10-3 Jets. Third quarter, O'Brien to a wide-open Blair Thomas in the flat. 17-13 Jets. It was 20-16 New York, though, when Jim Kelly finally got it together. Hits the great Thurman Thomas. What a grab in the end zone. Buffalo escapes with a 23-20 victory. The significance of all this, the Jets come here Monday night.
Yes, we play them Monday night.
Yes, you do, and then you have to go to Buffalo after that.
And then Washington.
Ooh.
So
this is the heart of the schedule.
Meat and potatoes, baby.
This is it right here. And the Jets, you know, they've got a lot of good skilled people. O'Brien's decent. Rob Moore's great. Al Toon's great.
I don't want to talk about the Jets. I want to talk about who you picked to win this game today.
Oh,
tell me.
Today? Well, you know, Steve, it comes down to where I get too caught up in stats and tendencies.
Well,
you know?
who won?
Instead of picking with my heart.
Who won the game?
The Bears won the game.
Don't you feel like you have egg on your face now?
I do. I do. I do.
Just egg. Egg on your face.
Egg on my face. I prefer an omelet, but anyway,
well, at least you're not sweating like Johnny.
Yeah, I'm not. We don't sweat around here.
No.
We just take our punishment.
We perspire.
Yes, we do. Well, up next on Sports Sunday, you'll like this. The premiere of Prep Watch. Prep Watch. That's right.
Sports Sunday is being sponsored in part by your Chicagoland Nissan dealers.
It's the year-end clearance at your Chicagoland Nissan dealers, and we've saved the best for last. For a limited time, special factory-to-dealer closeout incentives could save you thousands on Z's, up to $800 on Maximas and $2,100 on Stanzas. Get the biggest incentives of the year on most of our 91 cars and trucks. Now, you've got all the incentive you ever needed to get the Nissan you always wanted. The Nissan year-end clearance, now at your Chicagoland Nissan dealers.
You gotta make choices.
Hey kid, you wanna fly? You gotta buy.
No!
Exercise the right choice.
Visit your local park and recreation department today.
The post battered. The button hook. The bomb. They're all very good plays when the timing is right. Timing is also important when it comes to buying a new Ford Escort, and the time is now. During your Ford dealer's leadership clearance, you can get low 2.9% financing for 48 months on Ford Escort. 2.9% financing for 48 months. Don't let this offer slip through your fingers.
DHL was making express deliveries overseas before Federal Express was even in business. With a head start like that, we can simply do things others can't. DHL, faster to more of the world.
Introducing old-style classic draft and draft light. The cold's inside the bottle because it's the only one that's cold filtered and cool brewed for a fresh draft taste. Classic draft and draft light. Fresh draft beer without a snow job.
Tonight we debut yet another new feature here on Channel 5. It's called Prep Watch, a segment where we profile the best high school players in the area and recap the top games of the weekend. And John Kelly kicks it off.
We start up with a trip to Palatine for a mid-suburban league rivalry. In white, the Conant Cougars battling the Pirates of Palatine. Jeff Hecklinski leading the way for the Pirates. Here the junior quarterback puts it up, and Eddie Solis lays out making the grab. Palatine up 7-0. The Pirate QB finished with 222 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, helping Palatine blank Conant 22-0. Next, we make a move to Wheeling High with the home team hosting Hoffman Estates. Wearing white, the Hoffman defense with a solid night
Check out Pat O'Shea making a one-handed snag for the interception. Offensively, the Hawks also doing the job. Todd Stennett hooks up with Jim Potter for the final score of the night, giving Hoffman Estates a 17-0 victory. Up next, Buffalo Grove invading Rolling Meadows. In black, Rolling Meadows ties the ball game at 10 apiece. Scott Wazalewski has time to look for a receiver, and he finds Joel Katz in the back of the end zone for the score. But the Bisons strike right back. Jim Mirabelli gets the call on the reverse. The misdirection catches the defense off guard, and the running back races 66 yards as Buffalo Grove tops Rolling Meadows 31-16. Our last stop, Deerfield High, where number 4 Evanston hooks up with perennial power and 5th-ranked Deerfield. The Wildcats get on the board first. Jim Reeder calls his own number on the quarterback draw, and he's off 59 yards to the end zone.
I saw nothing but grass. So when I was running down, I was getting real tired at the end. So I just sort of dove over the goal line.
Leading 6-0 in the third, Luther Bryant adds to the Wildcat lead. Bryant takes the ball off tackle, 70 yards for the score. The Bryant TD helps Evanston end a 6-game losing streak against Deerfield.
I think a lot of people in the community and a lot of the people in school didn't think we could beat Deerfield, think we had a monkey on our back. And basically we just asked the kids, hey, do you really believe you can beat Deerfield? And I think the answer was yes.
The final score, Evanston 14, Deerfield 2, and the Wildcats are undefeated at 2-0. John Kelly, Channel 5 Sports.
And the farmer's daughter said, you pulled the wrong hair.
There you have it, our Prep Watch segment. Look for that every week.
Yeah.
What did you play in high school? Did you play defensive tackle?
I played
everything. Did you?
Yeah.
Did a little
When
kicking?
you graduate with 50 people, you play every position.
And you did graduate?
Yeah. I've got my diploma.
Let's take a look at that instant replay now, if we can. The egg on the face. This will teach me to pick against the Bears.
That's right.
Egg. Just not quick enough. See the right hand grabs
on the old face. Yeah.
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 Over easy. Sunny side up. Hold the bacon, hold the sausage.
Are we through yet?
You proud of yourself?
I'm tired.
And we're not finished yet?
What?
I got nothing else.
I've got some more eggs in here.
No,
we can just have a
we
party.
Don't need the eggs. Can you talk to me about the Jets?
The Jets?
Monday night, then you only got 4 days to prepare for Buffalo. It's going to be difficult, although I cannot pick against you anymore.
They beat Tampa Bay by 3. We beat them by 1.
But you just can't go by that.
I know. You never know who's going to win.
I think, you've won 3 games by a total of, 8 points or something?
We're the new Cardiac Kids. Isn't it exciting for the fans?
You know what? An old veteran that used to play with told me, I'm going to check with McMichael 8 games into the season and see if he can go. If you're okay after 8 games, then...
Oh, my knee took a shot today, and I'm still walking, so I'll be fine.
All right, well...
I just wish Dick could quit being so prophetic.
He is very, isn't he?
Well, he said every game's going to be a struggle for us this year. I wish he'd have said, well, we're going to win every game by 20 points.
He's a fair man, and he's a well-groomed man.
Yes.
That's it for us. We'll see you next week, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Applause.
Get out of my way. I've got something to say. Get out of my face. Don't try to take my place. Come on, pass the chips. I don't want to hear no lift. My work is done. Now it's time to have some fun. I get hit 200 times a day. The bread snaps on my toes. No one can tell me what to do. Because it's my show, that's right. Because it's my show, yes it is. It's my show.
Flying Midwest